working? I forgot to turn that on. I should have checked that first. My bad. How's that now? There we go. Now the mic should be in. There we go. So how's the audio now? I asked that a minute ago. I was wondering why I didn't get a response. Well, now it makes sense. Cool, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I don't understand it. Why other people, they'll come in, they'll look, they don't fucking comment, nothing. I mean, like, I would rather somebody just come in and be like, you suck, or something, you know? Instead of just say absolutely nothing, you know? At least if a bunch of people are coming in, you suck, then at least I get an idea on what's going on, you know what I mean? Cool, ECU. There we go. Like that camera placement better. Zoom in. Autofocus. There we go. That looks better. No, I mean, I don't know if I'm really... I don't know if I'm even doing anything right, technically, really. I just... You know, it's nice to have some sort of feedback, though, you know what I mean? Like, if anything is giving me an idea that, you know, what I'm doing is at all on the right track, that's really what I need, you know? Right, I mean, well, the other thing, too, is that technically, as far as the app and everything is concerned, even negative engagement is engagement, you know, so, like, the fact that I'm getting messages or chats does positively affect the channel, even if they're being dickbags about it, so... Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to drive right into the wall. I think I have a couple of new parts now.
You know what? Take practicality and you can change the time. Hey, swap out stock parts with aftermarket hardware to slam more power from your ride.
That's what I thought. God damn, that's expensive, though.
Now, transmission is where you lose most. Harden your suspension and slice through turns by up. Nitrous oxide is the glycerin of the race world. Rack it on. Your rubber dictates control, so spend the bills and get the good. Remember, amp up your brakes to shorten the stopping distance. Break the barriers of top speed by slimming your ride. Spool up some extra power by installing a turbo kit.
Okay, I guess that was it. All right, on. Yeah, you know, that's definitely one of my favorite songs for sure. Like Led Zeppelin, for sure, it's my favorite song. But it's up there in the tops, for sure. It's a fun one to play, too. It's like, I don't know how else to describe it. The intro is very bouncy. It's a very bouncy feeling thing to play. I don't know if that makes sense. But... all I know is that I like it.
Welcome to the delivery
Okay,
room.
fair enough. I know.
Aluminum
I
and
keep
steel
forgetting
isn't
to do
crafted
it.
any
It's
better
not
than
that
this. Select a sweet
it's not
set
like
of wheels
intentional
right
or
here.
anything, but ooh, damn it! Now I wish I wouldn't have fucking just bought that for the other car, because the 350Z is like up there in the top. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, no, I mean it is what it is. Like you said, I know I'm a little busy, but I'll live. I'll try to make time to get it done here soon, though, bro. Yeah, there's like one other car in the game that's technically a little faster than this. And, well, two actually, sorry. Because this one's the Nissan 350Z, and then there's the Nissan Skyline GT. That's a really badass car. And then, is that Chewbacca? It is Chewbacca. That's pretty cool. I like Chewie. I like it when cookies are chewy, too. Now I'm not sure what to do. Should I just take this car now, or should I wait for the Skyline? Now, let me just go and do a few missions first, because I just bought that part. See how much more I can win with that car. And if it starts getting to a point where races are impossible, and I haven't gotten the new Skyline yet, then I guess I'll start looking into that. Okay, another URL race. Oops, see, I always forget that about this one. Gotta go out here. That was pretty lame. Not what I meant to do. I'm being really special right now. Uh-oh. Right on. Wow, I'm being pretty lame right now. Yeah, I'm being really lame. I gotta restart. Buttery coconut bars, huh? I mean, I'm not a super huge fan of coconut, but I like it more than Mom does, that's for sure. Wow, I'm being dumb. Really? What the fuck? little bit, not much though. Go. Pretty much. That's kind of the sentiment she portrays. The only thing that would make any of that worse is if it was like a coconut mustard. Ooh, god damn. That is stupid. I hit that a little too early. Like, kind of way too fucking early. Oh wow. I'm still way ahead of everybody, so it's not like it's a huge deal. Wow, the rain's got me all fucked up right now. That sucks. Oh no, I mean I got a good bit ahead. So I guess what the fuck? What the hell is that? Yay! Hey Matt, you know what Labubu is? I don't know why I can't get it off of my mind, but you know what it is? And no, it's not a French injury. Or Spanish injury. Yes, that's exactly what they are. Okay, so you know that channel I watch on YouTube, Education, where they do all the meme stuff? There's an episode with like one of his compilations where like he's like trying to figure out what the fuck Labubu is, and he thinks it's some kids show. Like, that's the last thing you need to do is show your kids Labubu. I don't know, it's just one of those things that became a whole meme in itself. I don't want that. I'm not getting the car that I want. I want the Nissan Skyline GT. That's what I want. Or I think it's like a... Yeah, it's a Mitsubishi 3000 GT. That's the other. Where am I? I'm over here. Okay. Yeah, does the game graphics look better on your end too, Matt? I did a bunch of adjusting on stuff, and for me on my screen it looks way cleaner. Reflections are better. Just in general, it looks a lot nicer. I just realized something though. Okay, everything's overclocked, right? Okay. Oh, okay, cool. So it'll should, in theory. Oh, there we go. Trying to get the metrics up on that top right corner of the screen. Shows your FPS and your utilization of your GPU and CPU as well as temps. Yeah, temps are good. GPU is definitely up. The last time I was doing this stream, my GPU was only using like 15 to 25%, and then the CPU was only using like 8. So I turned everything up pretty much as far as I can, especially for a game this old. And now I'm to like 75-80% utilization of the GPU, which is much better. I mean, I'm still getting basically the same FPS. It's more consistently over 40 now. Before it would like drop down into the teens and 20s pretty consistently. So yeah, and that was kind of what I was thinking. I mean, for GameCube, it's pretty damn good. Oh, you son of a bitch. Put me into the fucking wall. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. They fucked me all up. Yeah, again, some independent developers are making a new remastered version of this game, and I'm really excited for it. Like, I cannot wait. So, I figure, because I can't wait for the remaster, I might as well play it here, and get a kind of pre-warm up, so that way I can really get an idea on all the differences. What I'm excited for is the engine sounds are way better in the remaster. Like, so there's a beta of it out right now, and you can try it, but there's no season gameplay. It's literally all just play around with cars, tune them out however you want, put all the visual stuff on you want, and listen to the car and drive it around. That's pretty much it. There's no ooh, fuck. There's no rolling racers or anything. So there's no legitimate gameplay in it yet other than just playing around in cars. Which, is okay and all, I guess. But I want to actually, play the game. I like the storyline of this game, the different race types. Go. Custom Robo, huh? Okay, I'll look it up. Oh yeah, and that's the thing is like the beta of it. It was it's one of those things. Like I said, after playing through the beta a little bit, it really is like I'm really excited. It's gonna be really really nice. The visuals are like completely brought into modern eras. Like so they're using Real Engine 5 or Unreal Engine 5, sorry, and they're doing some fucking sick shit with it, dude. Like I am very excited. It's going to be very fun. I mean, granted, I just love the game in general. It's always been like pretty much my favorite video game ever, pretty much. I mean, well, that's hard to say. There's a lot of really good retro games too. Like Mario 3, great game. I don't know. I guess it's one of my favorite racing games ever. It's definitely in the top 3 for racing games. Wow, that was a little silly. Eh. Ooh, no, that's not good. It's probably about time that I think about picking up a new car. I mean, my top speed still gets them, I guess, but not by much. Their acceleration is way better. And for things like drag racing, acceleration is really what matters most. For long races like this, like circuits and sprints, top speed is pretty important. Because, you know, you have enough room to get up to speed. God damn it. But yeah, acceleration is, you know, really kind of in a lot of ways still more important. Top speed is cool, but if it takes you fucking 10 minutes to get up to top speed, you're not racing, you know what I mean? You gotta get to top speed as fast as possible. And I would rather lose 5 or 10 miles an hour to have, you know, a 2-second faster 0 to 60. So. What in the fuck is going on? Oh my god, dude. What in the fuck is going on with this game right now? That's just giving a big fuck you, man. God damn, dude. Pinballing myself the fuck around. How are you guys doing tonight? Oh my god. Fuck, I look away for like fucking 1 second, man, and just fuck my lines up for fucking ever, man. Takes a second to really come back from that. There we go. See, that's how that should have went the first time, too. Are you kidding? That's what I wanted. Yeah, any of those near accidents gives you a boost to your nitrous. Son of a bitch. How's everybody's night going out there? Having fun? Yeah. Like what you see. If you feel like it's worth it, go ahead and give me a follow or whatever. If you have any advice for me as a streamer or things you'd like to see, let me know and try to make some changes or whatever. If it, you know, makes sense or whatever, I guess. Oh god, that one was fucking really dumb. It was way worse than the first one. Man, I am just fucking up. Oh well, I mean, I'm way the fuck ahead of everybody, so it really doesn't matter that much. I can fuck up a bit. There we go. What's Doritos? Doritos are cool. They're delicious inventions. That's how we know God exists. There's things like Doritos.
Put it down out there, and Automax Magazine is talking about putting you down. Down on their cover.
Jesus was way cool. He like made you eat his flesh and like drink his blood. That is so cool. He was so cool. If he wanted to, he could have turned wheat into marijuana and he could have turned sugar into cocaine. He was so cool. He like died on a cross and then like came back to life. That is so cool. So for the other person out there, if you're listening, what I'm talking about is the song called Jesus Was Way Cool. It's by the band called King Missile. They also have a couple other really funny ones like Detachable Penis is just staple hilarious song. But yeah, Jesus Was Way Cool is a great song actually. Like not even just the funny sort of sacrilegious lyrics, which, you know, I don't know. I can take things for what they are. It's clearly a joke. They're not trying to be shitty people, you know. Okay, what the fuck was that about? Like, decided to stop revving up for a second. Oh my god. You know what, Matt? I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Wow, that was pretty cool. Very cinematic crash jump thing. You know, sir, I didn't like it. Oop, this is the last URL for this.
The Wraiths have been putting it down out there, doing anything it takes to win. Check it out. Their boss, Caleb, has been working backroom deals trying to take control. Sponsors do everything through me, and I stand to lose big time. But you stand to lose even more. If he wins, he'll change everything. With the history the two of you have, you can forget about racing anywhere in Bayview ever again.
Yeah, there are save
But if you
states,
keep
like
winning and scoring
literally,
on them-
like that. I mean, I could literally, you know, you hit F1 and it takes you to this, what do they call it? The quick menu. And I can literally save it, like, right in a very specific place. So, yeah.
Sponsors, he
Definitely
won't have
pretty
anyone to
cool
turn
thing
to.
about RetroArch.
They'll kick him to the curb. Just remember, you have to keep winning.
You know what's really weird? Her name in the game is Rachel Teller, but in her real life, her name is Brooke Burke. The real name sounds more like a fake name than the fake name. Just weird to me. And the only reason I know that is in the very intro scene of the game, she says that. Or she says those are the names or whatever, you know. Oh, see, I'm not doing bad, dude. Right there, I just literally jumped right ahead of everybody and didn't even try. Son of a bitch. Bitch of a son. You son of a bitch, dude. Thanks for the push, buddy. Hey, how are you guys doing out there? Did not go how I wanted it to. I slowed down way too much. Come on, you bitch. Oh my god. Again, not the way I wanted that to go. Oh well, I've still got a pretty significant lead. And I don't see it getting any smaller anytime too soon unless I really fuck up. Like that. Or that. That's the fuck up right there. Oh well. I made it. I don't know. At least that seemed a little better. I still fucked it up terribly, but I didn't like lose my position or anything too bad, and I feel like I actually stayed a little further ahead than the last couple, so. There we go. Much better ending. The fuck was that, dude? Just like, oh, I'm in first. Now I'm gonna crash. Look at me, now I'm winning. Oh my god, no I'm not. Apparently he's an Italian racer, I guess. Woo-wee! Hey Matt, you remember Stunt Race FX? Grab the little like go-kart thing that looks like the fucking F1 car, kind of from Toy Story, the little remote control F1 car. Really? Wow, that was fucking special as hell. Yeah, that was, I think, one of the few games we did get from him. Also the Mickey, the circus one. Yeah, right there it dipped down to 26 FPS for a second. Before there was one time it dipped down to 8 FPS and it just fucking just went all glitchy and it was not happy. Yeah, do you know what? Home Improvement, that game right now is a loose cartridge is worth like $200, dude. I really wish we kept all those games from when we were kids, dude, because right now we'd have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of NES games. Or I guess SNES, not NES. Well, at one point we had NES too for a while, didn't we? I'm pretty sure I remember us having an NES. There it is, 3000 GT. It's literally the fastest car in the game. So most of the other fast cars, like the 350Z, it's like actual rated top speed in the game is 155. This one is 159. It's the only one that goes above 155. There's like 10 cars that do 155, and this one is only one that goes faster. So. 350Z has slightly better acceleration now. So, again, I think I'm just going to go for this because I know it has the better top speed. I can't remember if I have another slot open for another car or not. I can't remember. Like if I have done enough Yeah, totally. I mean, like, there was lots of valuable toys as well, for sure. Cool. I did have another room for another free car. So now I have to decide what I'm doing. I think I am going to upgrade both of them, but I think I'm going to start with the other one first because I know it's technically a faster car. Yeah, see, this was my starting car, the Nissan 240, which is, in real life, is a good car. Like, if I had one of these, I'd be quite happy. Yeah, definitely. Depending on the figure, some of the Star Wars ones are definitely worth money. Yeah, and then this one, the Hyundai, was the one I've been driving for like a while now. Yeah, so that's the trade-off. The handling and the top speed are better on this one. So I'm gonna take that and return to Explorer mode. Hey, remember, was it, I can't remember whether it was me or you or whether it was our other brother that had the Pokemon Game Boy. If you have one of those now that's in really nice condition, those can go for over $100 too. Like, just a standard one will easily go for, like a standard Game Boy Color will go for like 50 to 80 bucks depending on the condition. This is shit, they can go for even over 100 too. Like, if you have any of like the see-through ones, those ones are always worth more too. But and then Game Boy Pocket too, which was weird because it's that weird transition between original Game Boy and Game Boy Color, where they're like just barely smaller than Game Boy Color, but they're still black and white, which was just odd. And those ones are all worth some decent money too. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, performance shop. Wow, the game got all glitchy. I mean, this is crazy. Just as a stock car, this is like almost as good as my 240 is. Well, screw you. Did it bleep that for you, or did you do it? Screw you, math dick. Okay, that was dumb. Oh well. Just a second, I'm gonna go mute Mike.
Yo, dog. Word on the wire is that there's some action brewing in Beacon Hill. I haven't been able to pinpoint the exact location, but you should be able to find them without much problem. It should be some easy picking, so I thought you might want in. Good luck. I'm out of here.
Alright, sorry about that. I'm back now. Wow, that was pretty wild there. Yes, I'm in front now. Thanks, Matt. That was very helpful. No, I'm not back. I'm present. Thank you. That SUV helped me. God, I hate this area. No avoiding that accident. Thanks, car. Wow, okay. I don't understand what the hell just happened there, but... I mean, I guess I do understand it. I just don't know why it happened there. Again, another SUV was there to help me. What the fucking fruitful? Oh my god, you're a fucking nut job. How about that? Fucking fruitful. Oh, SpongeBob. Okay, now I get it. I think I know actually which episode you're talking about now. I don't know why I didn't click until you said that, but... Yeah, so I want to go win a couple more races, and then I want to go do the same thing to that the Nissan 350Z, and then just kind of try it a bit and see which races I like each one of them in, you know, 'cause once you get to a certain point later in the game, certain cars are really better for different races. Earlier on, you can just have like an all-around car that does most everything for you. Okay, reset already. Ah, you son of a bitch. Hiding there, waiting for me to come around the corner so you can ruin my race. What the fuck was that? Okay, I guess we'll just go with it. That was really weird. I'm just gonna take it. Didn't get any reputation points, but fuck it. Hey Matt, in your screen, can you actually see the FPS meter and what is it? Can you actually read it too, like the top right? Okay, I was just wondering. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a something you could actually see or whatever, because I mean, to some people it might be kind of important information, you know what I mean? Because if they're thinking about like buying this sort of a setup with these components or whatever, it might be helpful for them to see what sort of output they're going to get from this sort of setup, you know what I mean? Because it's one of those things that, like, everybody always, I don't know, in like the computer building groups or pages or whatever on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, everybody always said that the card that I got, the 9060 XT, was only just going to be like a budget-friendly card. And it was going to be really good for 1080p, but I don't know, for 1440p. Well, it's been a monster in 1440p. Like, I don't know, maybe I just got really lucky and I got, you know, because there is a such thing, they call it the silicone lottery, where you never know how good of a card you're really going to get. Like, you can buy the exact same card by the same manufacturer, and 5 of them are going to be 5 different cards entirely. So, maybe I just got really lucky and got a really fucking good card, but it's doing super well for me, and I don't know. But yeah, so the one I got was a 9060 XT, and on a lot of the, especially on YouTube, like there's several PC builders that were all saying that you needed a 9070 XT, and that was double the price. Like, this card was $400, and that already was a little scary to me. And the
Stuff
next one up
Magazine.
was
Have you
like
heard of it? They're
800
taking
bucks. Like
stills of everything
sometime
around. Score big and the front sheet is yours.
you could have found some models for about 750, but the good ones like this one, they were like 7 or they were like 850. So to me, it was like I don't know. I spent what I could at the time, and I'm glad I didn't buy a bigger card because I wouldn't have needed it for the gaming that I do and the things that I do. This card is perfect. The 9060 XT is plenty strong enough for, I would say, at least 80 or 90% of gamers out there. I mean, anything like the Oblivion, I was running that in like super high settings, you know. I mean, not all the way completely ultimate with ray tracing because I don't really like ray tracing. I just don't feel like it did anything good for it. And then in the Black Myth Wukong, that benchmark tool, I get in the 70 plus average FPS, and my lows are still over 60. And that's like completely cinematic ultra mode with no ray tracing. If I put it in high, I can get into the 90s and stuff for the average. So, um, and then I've done it where I did it like medium settings with low ray tracing, and I I feel like it looks better with raw performance without ray tracing. I just think that it gives you a better visual performance. I mean, and to me, I don't see any difference in like lag in any games. Like if I'm running ray tracing in like Grand Theft Auto Online, if I'm playing that, I don't see a damn bit of difference with ray tracing on or off, no matter what the visual setting is. It just fucking plays. And most of the time, I have VSync on for that, so I'm just capped at 180 FPS, and sometimes it'll dip down into like 140, but anything over 60 is great. So, and really anything over 180, depending on the game, you're never gonna notice it. Like it's 160 is like one. I don't know because so my screen, the refresh rate is 180 hertz. So VSync basically what it does is it caps your refresh, or it caps your frame rate to your refresh rate. So it's supposed to help it run a little smoother because really when you're running at like 300 FPS and 180 hertz frame, you can get micro stutters sometimes. So VSync in certain games, like if you're playing like Call of Duty online or like Valorant or uh, you know, um, gosh darn it, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, dude. Fortnite. A game like Fortnite, this computer would consistently get over 250 and probably sometimes over 400 FPS. But there's no fucking point in it. I mean, like anything over 180 FPS, you're not really gonna notice it. Like as long as everything else, like your GPU and your CPU, are actually matched to each other in a decent enough way, you're never gonna notice. You're never gonna care. And that's the other thing too is I went for a CPU that was supposed to be way overkill, but I actually notice in a lot of like more modern stuff, especially like in that the Need for Speed Payback. I mean, I'll be pretty well capped out on my GPU most of the time, but then my CPU is running at like fucking 80% a lot of times too, and so my CPU runs a little fucking warm, which I don't really like, and which is crazy because I can have 100% GPU utilization all the time, and my GPU always stays like under 70. I don't think I've ever seen it hit 70 degrees Celsius. I think it's always been right around 65, 66, 67, like at the highs. But the CPU will consistently run in 80 Celsius in Need for Speed Payback. And this right now, I mean, I'm running GPU temp is 49 Celsius at 62% utilization. That's fucking killer. CPU is 12% utilization at 53 degrees Celsius. So, I mean, that shows you right there. I mean, I'm using 62% of the GPU, and the GPU temp's at 49C, and I'm using 12% of the CPU, and I'm at right around 53 degrees Celsius on the CPU. So, um, you got to have a balance, but I kind of disagree with all the computer guys out there. They all say all you want to do is get the best GPU that you can afford and then just get a CPU that's not going to bottleneck it, which is bullshit because in theory, this CPU is like probably 6 or 7 steps above what the minimum required CPU would be, and I don't know if it's actually even good enough. Like, I would much rather have done like the 7800X3D or the 9800X3D, 9950X or X3D. Anything like that would have been probably a much better choice. And with my motherboard, I could do that. Like, yeah, 9800X3D, that'd be fucking killer. 9950X really is what I'd like to do because I do a lot of this sort of streaming and multi-core sort of, multi-core, multi-threaded sort of things where you're running multiple things at once. So having a better CPU with more cores and more threads just makes things like this more capable. So I'm wondering if, is this part of why, well, no, because even when I'm not streaming, Need for Speed Payback, it, it still runs at like 80 degrees Celsius on the CPU, which again is okay. Like these CPUs were designed to run at, 90 Celsius. Anything over 90 for extended periods of time is not good. Like, well, I don't know. It's hard to explain. They're designed to peak at those temperatures, I guess is what I should say. 90, 95 Celsius is the cutoff for it. Like in the BIOS, if you go in and you adjust stuff, when you put it on Precision Boost Overdrive, the cutoff temperature that it places on the CPU is 95 Celsius. Out of the box, it cuts itself off at 80, I believe. And again, most any game, it's got me right around there. Now, Oblivion Remastered, I would consistently sit right at like 65 Celsius CPU GPU. So, it's kind of a perfect setup for games like that. And then Skyrim, I only played it for a little bit because I'm still getting used to stuff. But Skyrim, it did about the same thing there too. It was about, I think it was running like 70 degrees on the CPU, but still like right around 64, 65 on the GPU. And that's fucking crazy to me when you can have like ultra settings for visuals and then still stay as cool as possible. Really. So this is the other thing too. For GPUs, if you're like under 75 Celsius, you're good. 80 Celsius is kind of like the scary spot. Anything under 75 is good. Anything under 70 is really good. And if you can stay at 65 or lower, that's fucking great. And most of the time I sit between 60 and 65. So to me, it's like the case itself with all the fans that are in it, it cools great. And the thing that's crazy too is the CPU, I have that fucking liquid cooler on it. The only thing I can think of is like maybe I need to reapply thermal paste or something. Like maybe I didn't do a great job of that. But everywhere on the forums that I've been reading and stuff is that it's very common for these CPUs to run in the 80 degrees Celsius under intense gaming loads. Like when you're using Cinebench, it just fucking tops out on its temp and then it sits there. It never, it doesn't ever like thermal throttle, so I know it's not, it's cooling, obviously, otherwise it would just fucking get out of hand and that would be that. But yeah, never thermal throttles, so obviously it's cooling well enough. But I don't really, I don't know, I just wish that I could keep it under 80 Celsius more. That's really what I'm getting at. But yeah, the GPU, the 9060 XT is plenty fine. It's again, Matt, for the gaming that you do and the way that you play, it's probably overkill. Like, it's probably enough for 80 to 90% of all gamers. So the other thing too is that, like on an Xbox One, like your Xbox, it targets 1080p at, I think, 60 FPS. That's what it is designed to run at. So when you go from 1080p to 1440p, you already have a substantial gain. And now not only am I running higher than 60 FPS in most of these games. I'm running like 2 or 3 times the FPS. So, like, in Oblivion on everything ultra high settings, I was still consistently in that 120, 140 FPS range. So I'm literally twice the FPS with the next step up in graphic output. 1440p is significantly better than 1080p in my opinion. To me, it's very noticeable how much better the gameplay is and the visuals are. I mean, even in Oblivion, or I mean on Skyrim on the Xbox, if you do too much, it can get a little glitchy and slow down. I never have that problem on this computer. Like, I mean, every once in a while it'll hitch a little bit with certain things, but that's like if I'm running games while streaming and everything else, then it can get a little silly, but most of the time, it's way more than what you would need. Right there for a second, it dipped down to 20 FPS. But again, you know, this is a game that, when it was brand new, that's probably what it targeted, was 20 to maybe 30 FPS at 720p. That's what the GameCube's original... Actually, no, it was set for 480p, and you could get the adapter for it or whatever, and then you could get 720p out of a GameCube. But the Wii, that's what it targeted, was 720p, unless it used the HDMI adapter or the better video cable, and then you could get 1080p. But they targeted 720, and then same. I don't know. So again, now I'm taking a game that ran on 480p, putting on 1440, and turning it up as best I can, and I'm still way better than what they were originally designed to do. Alright, we'll go do a upgrade. Like 25,000. Actually, I think I am going to jump to the garage and go get the other car and upgrade it real quick, because I can. See, what the fuck? Why is this car faster? I thought it was. What am I missing on this car? I believe I have everything for it. Oof. Yeah, that would be great. If you can find the extended versions of them, because especially like in, I think it's Goblet of Fire and a couple other ones, there's a lot of extra scenes that are really fucking cool and worth having. So if you can find the extended editions, that would be really fucking cool. But even then, in general, yeah, I'd love to have the Harry Potter movies like on hand all the time. Especially since, you know, my girl, she loves Harry Potter. Like, she's absolutely obsessed with it. So, yeah. Thank you, Taxi. You helped. So then the other thing too, Matt, if you downloaded all those movies, please do it in like the best video quality possible. 'Cause that would be really lame to try and watch Harry Potter in 720p. Like, that would suck. It would ruin the experience. So if you can get them in 1080p or 4K, that would be great. is hurt. It did not like that. It is very mad at me for beating it up. I wonder if the other car is faster because I have some,
You know what? Take practicality.
um,
Horsepower equals speed. So bolt on everything you can. Right
like
here is the
specialty
place to do
parts,
it.
you know?
Hey, your ride needs to run smarter with all its new parts. So upgrade your computer to optimize output. Now, transmission is where you lose most of your power, so any upgrade will help you get more ponies to the blacktop. Harden your suspension and slice through turns by upgrading your stock parts. Nitrous is extra power stuffed into a tank, ready to explode when you need more speed. Your contact patch on the blacktop is crucial, so upgrade your rubber as often as possible. Now, bigger is better, so upgrade your brakes for shorter, quicker stops. Break the barriers of top speed by slimming your ride with a weight reduction kit. Spool up some extra power by installing a turbo kit.
Okay, so I need like another probably 7 or 8 grand. Something like that. So I'll go back to one of the other cars. Really? I just wanted like another URL race to pop up. That would be great. Because you get paid more for those than anything else. So, you know, I guess that's where we'll go. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, hey, I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss. Holy shit, no wonder why it feels cold. My room just hit 66 degrees, man. It's fucking chilly. Yeah, I don't really like the way this car drives much, though. I think that's a secret race right there. Ooh, money, 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 money. But yeah, archive.org is awesome. It's a great website. You can get all sorts of cool ass shit from them. Aw, you son of a bitch. That's what happens when you stop looking at your screen for a second. Look down to look at the chat, and I totally screwed myself. I got somebody else on YouTube right now. That's cool. Fucking up. There we go. Yay. Matt, are you gay? Just kidding. I know you're not. It'd be okay if you were, but I know you're not. Just gotta remember, I gotta be careful how I say things on chat. Oops. Yay, another URL race. I don't care how far away it is. I'm doing it. Howdy. Really, Matt? Come on now. Oh, now I get it. Sorry, that one took me a second. I was like, really? You're just going to randomly say that? Wait, no. I know why you said it now. That wasn't random. My favorite part of the female anatomy is the boobies. Had someone on YouTube and they decided to leave. I don't know who it was, but I'm not good enough for them on YouTube. It's all good. One of these days it'll start taking off. The other thing too, I gotta remind myself is like I've been doing this for at this point less than 2 weeks. A lot of people they do this shit for years before it goes anywhere. So just gotta be thankful that I'm getting the views that I'm getting and it's going the way that it is. Oh my god, you fucking prick. What the hell is going on right now? Why are they all so goddamn fucking peppy? Believe it or not, that does actually work. Like in real life. Recently, I don't know, I guess probably a year or two ago, somebody decided to do it in a real NASCAR race. They just literally rode the wall just to see if they could keep their speed up, and it does work. They slingshot themselves from like, I think 5th or 6th all the way up to 2nd. Fucking hilarious, dude. I think they got in trouble for it, like they got some sort of sanction from NASCAR. But, fucking worth it, though. I mean, just to prove the point that you can actually hold your speed through a curve by riding the outside wall like that. That's fucking hilarious. Just funny to me. That didn't work very well. Oh well. Ta-da! Yeah, when you see a bee, you tell them boo, because you're trying to scare them away. So it's booby, booby. Thanks, you pricks. You fucked me all up. Wow, this is a fucking shitty ass horse. I don't like it at all. God damn it. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Fuck. That was probably better than I would have done trying to brake. God damn it. God damn it. kidding me? Son of a bitch, dude. Wow. Okay. This race is pissing me the fuck off, dude. What the fuck happened there? That was weird. I mean, what in the fuck is going on? Every time I fucking do this, it's getting worse and worse. The first race, I was doing great. I was in second place. What the fuck happened? Or I would have finished in second. There we go. Nice and clean there. fucker. Woo! That was tight, but I made it. Dude, that's so weird. The last 2 times I tried, it's just all fucked up. That time I win by 13 fucking seconds. Son of a bitch, that was bullshit. Hey, how's it going out there on YouTube? Wow, are you kidding me? Wow, that was pretty fucking bad. There we go. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, man, you have a good rest of your night. Sleep well, and I will talk to you tomorrow or the next day or something. I don't understand what the hell is going on right now. Wow, that was a special little deal there. Really? $56 short. Handling's way better, but the acceleration is slightly better. I think top speed is maybe a smidge better here too. I don't understand why this car is so much better. Hey, how's it going? Guess that's a win. The Blue Bunny. fucked that all up. There we go. Hey, so if you guys are at all liking what you're seeing, I guess let me know. Any sort of chat is helpful. It lets me know whether I'm in the right direction or not. Like, I'm very new to streaming. I've been doing this for less than 2 weeks now, so any advice or anything you'd like to see, let me know. Like, if there's a specific game you'd like to watch me play or whatever, I mean, just let me know. I'm sure we can figure it out. Or if nothing else, again, it's nice to get some feedback. Even negative feedback is helpful. So. dead, stop them. Like fucking bomb. Damn it, I'm an idiot. Really? God damn it. There we go. There's another URL. Ouch. There. Hey, what up? How's it going?
Hey, accessorize your ride with style and turn some heads when you race by upgrading your car's looks and audio right here. If your car's not fast, it better be cool. This is where you can add some style to your ride with these specialty parts. crew from Burning Wheels is hanging out looking for their next showboy. Get out there and give them something to be happy about.
Hey, how's it going out there? Fucking doing terrible. I need to restart. That's crazy. I'm normally way better. Son of a bitch, dude. Fucking had it.
Hey, people will bag on a whack ride, so do your... Making your ride stand out is what it's all about, so customize your ride with a color change. Hey, vinyl is second skin style for your paint, so layer it on. You know what? Take practicality and throw it out the window. The performance shop will upgrade the brains of your ride by swapping out... Hey, swap out stock parts with aftermarket hardware to slam more power from your ride. Now, transmission is where you lose most of your power, so any upgrade will help you get more ponies to the blacktop. Harden your suspension and slice through turns by upgrading your stock parts. Nitrous is extra power stuffed into a tank. Now, power needs somewhere to go, so slam on some new rubber on your rims for the ultimate grip. Now, bigger is better, so upgrade your brakes for shorter, quicker stops. Break the barriers of top speed by slimming your ride with a weight reduction kit. Amplify your power band by bolting on a turbo.
All right, I'm gonna call it for tonight. You guys have a good night. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'll get back on here in a couple hours after I watch a movie or